What is up, guys? This is Praises here. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to up your iPhone camera quality game, and it's going to be really quick, couple tips that will make your photos come back to life after they have been overexposed or under contrast and whatnot. But you can see in this picture right here on the left, you have the original image and you have the post image on the right. So you can do this, you can see your before and after in Lightroom by pushing Y. What you have to do is click on your little basic tab. Go to basic, and normally I don't really even mess with the temperature or the tint unless I want to change the overall feeling of the image, which I don't really want to do because I want to reserve the quality of the image that I took while I was on my iPhone. So I like to ignore those, go away. Exposure and contrast, those are the main honeys that you want to look at. So exposure, click on that. Normally, depends. If you click on a more light source while you're on your iPhone, you can just tap on, you know, how you can tap your screen and see if you want to tap on, like, let's say, like the sky or something. And it makes everything else darker. And, or you tap on something really dark and it makes everything super light, whatever. It'll really vary just because of your image, but for this, I kind of tapped a little bit more on like a lighter, so it made it a little bit darker. For this, I'm going to bring up the exposure just a little bit, probably around this. So 0.3 is about what I like to do with the exposure. Just, it's not overly underexposed, if that made any sense. I don't know, whatever. Contrast, I like to bring that up as well, just because if you're going to bring up the light, you're going to want to bring up like the details in the dark. So those two you always really want to do. They may be flip-flop just depending on what you want for your final image, but I always like to increase your contrast just a little bit just to reserve those details, because this image is compressed into a JPEG file once it is saved onto your... For highlights, if it is a sky or a very well lit image that is really bright and kind of blurry light source, you want to bring down the highlights. That way it'll like reserve the quality of your sky, so you can still get all the details that you want, even if you didn't even see it when you were there. Like I saw different clouds in this image after I brought down the highlights than what I did while I was there, which is phenomenal, which is super cool because clouds are stellar, dog. Whites, sometimes I like to amplify those just a little bit just because you bring down the highlights. You can bring those up just a little bit, and then blacks, you can bring those either up or down depending on what you feel the photo needs. So for this, I like to bring it up just a little bit more so you can see more of the detail of like the boat and such like that. For the clarity, I like to bring it up just a little bit more just because you understand that it's a JPEG file that is saved into your iPhone. Very good to just up that just a little bit just so it brings back the quality and the resolution of your image, kind of, in a sense. It'll just sharpen the details just so it looks a little bit more vivid. Vibrance, I like to bring that up just a little bit. A lot of people like to either bring down the vibrance and then up the saturation for this weird effect, but I'm not too crazy about it. Sometimes I can bring both of them up just like a tad bit just to bring back the color of what I saw when I was there. So those are just like a few really quick tips that you can just do in the basic. If you don't really spend like a lot of time on your iPhone image, I understand that, but if you want to make it look better for your Instagram or whatever, you can really do that. And then quick couple tips, and you can save that if you want to, and you can just apply it to all of your other photos. So hopefully this has helped. Leave a like and subscribe, and I'm really trying to get up to 2,000 subscribers, so I'm going to start doing these more bi-weekly. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you guys have a phenomenal day.